The question is kind of how virtual reality will interact with or supplant or challenge the theatrical experience, because that has proven very durable. The end of moviegoing is something that's been predicted since the first television set rolled off the assembly line, pretty much, and has accelerated in recent years. This idea, well, people are just going to stop going to movies. There's going to be something at home that's going to be so great. Maybe it'll be goggles, or maybe it'll be a big TV that no one's ever going to leave the house and go to the movies again. And yet people do, and I think people still will. And if some enterprising producers or filmmakers or technology companies can figure out how to integrate the VR experience into that could be really interesting. It could also be really strange. I was at a screening of the virtual reality stuff for the Times Magazine, and there were a bunch of people sitting in rows of chairs, and they were all going like this, with their little goggles on. It was really weird. Instead of all looking at the screen, they were all kind of together in a theater, but in their own little, enclosed bubbles. One thing that's true about movies or about motion pictures, let's say, is how constant and how rapid the technological change has been. I mean, the movies have been a different thing every single decade of their existence, and it's remarkable to look at how fast they move from the first Edison and Lumiere shorts to the large scale silent features by Griffith and Chaplin and von Stroheim and the others, and then then there's sound, then there's Hollywood, then there's color, then there's television, then there's widescreen, then there's 3D, and there's digital. I mean, it happens really, really quickly, and at any point it's hard to predict what it's going to look like. And I think it's a matter of the artists figuring out what to do with it. I mean, there's this new technology, and the one thing I'm sure of is that the early experiments with it that look kind of so cool and so futuristic now will, a few years from now, look so bizarre and antiquated and strange.